Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bulls of Chicago taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. This guy's hoping to give their fans a holiday win here on this Thanksgiving night. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers, and hopefully what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 52 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Spencer, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action, Castro. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
17 yards. 1st down.
Well, first drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that would draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Castro. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Castro. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
Hey, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Castro. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Castro. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 8. They'll try the left side. Copeland. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, Chicago.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Castro. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Castro. Caught on the right side by Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop it short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Castro. And he's got it. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Our home team, 6.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second down and 10.
Now Weber. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll run again here with Weber as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the sideline and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he comes back with one complete. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Operating from the gun, Castro. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Spencer. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. Castro. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Number 16. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where we have to go into the blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Chicago.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So a change of possession here on the punt. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Castro. Underneath route to Morgan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Off the play fake. Castro. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. 6 yards the pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A run for Weber. And a pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
The line is scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
41-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jimenez. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Second and 1.
Second and 1. Now he's going to step up and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And the first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up second.
They'll run again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Bulls offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Castro. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
From the gun on third down, Castro will try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick here, it's complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Stewart.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now with
second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for Chicago, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.